You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes. Indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. Of all those conversations that were held in the car, or over a meal, or during long walks. All those conversations that began with when we're married and continued with I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that were unspoken matters of the heart. All those common things and more are the real process of a marriage. The symbolic vows you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things that we promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant them, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you had been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. For you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life. And things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife.
Stayed up late to watch a movie. April Fools, I think a Tuesday. Spring had just arrived and so our clothes were hanging loosely. We stepped outside to the old petrol station. Out of nowhere started raining, kinda suited the occasion. Reminded me of when we spent our whole summer vacation 2011. Sleep out in my basement. Looking back, I think that we just spent those 2 weeks wasted. Some cider love we tasted, find your love you chased. If I never told you that I wanna hold you, that I wanna hold you, I just wish it was enough. If I never told you that I wanna hold you, that I wanna hold you, I wish it was over by now. 'Cause you're coming over to my house, you're coming over to my house. Red eyes don't get rid of your doubt by now. 'Cause you're coming over to my house, you're coming over to my house. But red eyes don't get rid of your stay up late to watch the day arrive. Lucky number 25. Take a minute just to live it, and that's when you'll realize every now and then the worst we can make's the best we can. And everything is better because I'm with all my friends. Some suburban kids just getting drunk out in the garden, sitting by a swimming pool with the best dressed kid from Harlem. Grass stains on my shoes and my rib cage is bruised, and that side of love you tasted, find that stuff you chased. If I never told you that I wanna hold you, that I wanna hold you, I just wish it was enough.
things I've come to know. Island out to the side of the eastern coast. A lovely island, she ain't mine, but I love her shore.
On behalf of Claire and Karl, I am pleased to welcome you and thank you for coming today to share this very important and special occasion. You will also be witnessing the legal declarations that must be made by the couple. They have declared themselves free to marry one another, and at the moment of the marriage itself, they will give their consent, thus binding themselves to be spouses. Claire and Karl, may I finally remind you that from today onwards, you are going to be spouses, with all the equal rights and equal duties pertaining to the status of married life. Karl Paul Baldacchino, do you take Claire Marie Mifsud as your spouse?
Yes, I do.
Claire Marie Mifsud, do you take Karl Paul Baldacchino as your spouse?
I do.
Claire, my best friend for the past 7 years. I vow to listen for as long as it takes for you to feel heard. I will encourage you to achieve whatever you want and help you grow as an individual as we work towards our mutual goals. I will respect you and make sure to realize that your interests, desires, and needs are no less important than my own. I will do my best to keep our life interesting as we grow old. When you are happy, I will be happy. When you are sad, I will make you smile. I will share with you my time and attention and hope that in the process, I will get to fall with you a little more each day. I don't do a lot of promises, but this ring is a promise that you will never have to face anything alone. Claire, you are my happy.
Karl, 8 years ago, I really wanted us to be together. I loved you without knowing how, or when, or from where. You were the one I never saw coming, the one who made me struggle and cry. But as I always say, it was worth the wait. We've had our battles, ups and downs, grown up, volunteered, traveled the world, had our fair share of beautiful moments and adventures together. There is no one else I'd rather do all this with. I found love, found comfort, safety, consistency, adventure, thrills, and belly laughs. Today, I promise to take care of you, encourage you, appreciate and respect you. I promise to listen with compassion, value your opinion, and have tough conversations. I promise to put us first through the pressures of the present and uncertainties of the future. I can't promise you that life will always be easy, but I promise to comfort you in times of heartache and celebrate with you in joy. I promise to keep making more of our dreams a reality and to keep building a home filled with learning, laughter, and light. I promise to be a fun life companion. You are the best friend and lover I've always dreamt of. I cannot wait to continue this crazy journey with you by my side. Together we can do anything. I love you very much and I promise you to do my very best.
Claire,
take this ring
take this ring
as a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and commitment.
and commitment.
take this ring
take this ring
as a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and commitment.
and commitment.
As the ring encircles the finger, so may the bond of fidelity encircle the two who wear these rings. Since you have thus declared, without any condition or qualification, and as empowered by Article 15 of the Marriage Act of the year 1975, I declare you spouses in accordance with the provisions of the law. Congratulations.
Taking over this town, they should worry. But these problems aside, I think I taught you well that we won't run, and we won't run, and we won't run. And in the winter night sky, ships are sailing, looking down on these bright blue city lights. And they won't wait, and they won't wait, and they won't wait. We're here to stay, we're here to stay, we're here to lion how, a lion how, a lion how, a lion how.
Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and objectives. It is standing together and facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each person can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner.